Hello, my beautiful people. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening. Depends where you are in the world. It's afternoon here, sun is out, and yeah, but we're still in cold weather, and I think this will go on for another couple of months. But let's hope for the best. A friend sent me a video yesterday from Canada, and it was like, oh, they had to literally um, shovel the snow away, and they were just literally loaded with snow, and so they had a storm, I think. So wherever you are, I hope you're enjoying the weather and keeping safe and looking after each other and looking after yourself. Um, I just wanted to talk about something that some people will not agree to, because and I just want to give this disclaimer first. I'm not anti-technology person. I think any kind of advancement, improvement is always good in life. But if it goes beyond the limits, if you cross all the boundaries, the human boundaries, the physical boundaries, then you are definitely going towards destruction and disaster. That's how I see it. You might not agree to this. Sometimes because I'm not a tech mind at all. Um, just basic things, just talking on WhatsApp or messaging or Googling things, I can only do to that extent. I just don't go, any further. But there are so many people who are obviously, and it's also beneficial. It's not like it's all bad, no. But you need to draw the line. Unfortunately, every time when we have um, gone for any kind of advancement in this technical world, we have lost control. You can see what happened with mobile phones. I mean, in my time when I was growing up, we couldn't even think that we are at school, or when we finish school, we can call our parents or they could call us. So that is the advantage. That's the benefit of that mobile phone, that you can reach out, you can reach to your loved ones, your children, your parents. You can speak to them even traveling on the train if the signal is good. Um, you've got phone in your hand all the time. But then you see how your children are using it. There's more and more and more. And who is benefiting from it? People who are making money. They want to make money out of it. There's so many social media platforms who are actually corrupting the young generation. They are, unfortunately. They're making money, but your children, what's happening to them? So I was watching a video on YouTube the other day, and I don't know how true it is, but they said, well, in England, they have stopped social media for children. To be honest with you, I'm very happy with this, because it should have been stopped long time ago. And not only social media, I think mobile phones use for a certain age should not be allowed at all. But no, on one hand, we're stopping social media for young children. On the other hand, we are stepping into AI slavery. This will become a slavery. That's my opinion, and I have a right to say that. And what I see, that's how I see it. So, not necessarily everybody has to agree with this. And like I said, I'm not against technology, but the way it's taking over, it's a scare, because whenever we actually invented something, or we created something in the technical world, it just went out of hands and it was damaging. There's so many things, people's eyes, people's brains, people stop reading books. They don't read books anymore. Not generalizing it. Maybe the people at my, my at my age, or people a bit younger than me. But young generation, they want to type everything on the phone. They want to read everything on their phone or on their laptop. That screen, what their screen is doing to them. I don't know the technical words, so I'm not going, that blue light and this or that. I don't know. But these things are, see, the thing is, there are pros and cons of everything. Even with the food, the simplest thing that people have been doing ever since they're born, eating. So if you eat the right food, it's beneficial for your body. But if you eat the wrong food, then it's harmful for your body. Same goes with the quantity. So if you eat the right amount, as much as you should be eating, then it's fine. If you overeat, you get sick. So if the basic and the most fundamental thing, like eating, should have a boundary, a line, then what about the other things? But you create the things, but you don't set the limits. You don't, people start benefiting from it. Everything becomes commercial. Then this mobile phone world, I mean, I see family unity have been, compromised on this. Children don't talk to anybody. They don't talk to their parents. You're sitting next to your child, they don't talk to you. They're, most of the time they're just on their phone checking messages or messaging people or doing whatever they're doing. And it's irrelevant to what age they are. They can be grown-up children, they can be young children. Young child, you can still stop and say, hey, put your phone away for now. You can set the rules. What to do with the grown-up children? They're still your children. They're adults, but they're your children. You're concerned about their well-being, but you see that they're doing something which is not all good for them. Some of it is good, some of it is useful, but some of it not good. But you can't set the boundaries for your adult children. You can't do that. But you all the time seeing that how it has destroyed the family unity, family time. It's taken away. And how it's destroying your children's eyes and their minds. My father said something, it was a tip for me that I always remembered. I was reading Harold Robbins once. Now, people who know about the books, or they know what Harold Robbins used to write. And I think I was 12 at that time. My father quoted me reading that. He didn't criticize me, he didn't say anything. But then, after I finished that book, I started another one, Betsy. Now, if people know about the books, they know what Betsy is about. And then he saw that as well. And because I knew what was in that book, which was obviously keeping me quite interested in the book, but then I also knew that it's not appropriate. So I was also, as soon as I see my father, I was trying to hide the book away. But he caught me, he saw me. He didn't say anything. So second time when I was reading Betsy, my father said to me, when you finish this book, I'll give you a book. Now, he had so many books. He was a reader. He couldn't sleep without reading. So I said, okay. But I was not happy. I didn't know what he was going to give me. I was reading quite interesting stuff, for my age. It was like, oh, wow, But the thing is, it was not the right stuff for me. So after that, he gave me an Elia Ellenberg's novel, which is a classic, The Thaw. And in the beginning, I was feeling bored and tired. I didn't want to start that. But once I started it and I started getting engaged with that, then, I finished it and I liked it. Why I had to read it? I mean, maybe in the normal circumstances, if he would have said, read it, maybe I would have got away by saying, I've read it. But because he said we will discuss it afterwards, I had to read it. I could not just go with the preface. And so yes, I read that, and then because I knew my dad, he could go into any detail at any time. So I actually, of the book. And so I spoke to him, and then he said to me, look, reading is like whatever you read. It's like when you eat bad food, it gives you bad tummy. You start having diarrhea, vomiting, or whatever. Reading bad things is exactly the same for your mind. So always read good things, healthy things, standard stuff. So that was the tip. So same goes with these, when children are on social media, everything is affecting their mind. They're reading it all. They're seeing it all. So reading, I mean, your eyes are taking it to your mind, and your mind is spreading it all over your body. I mean, I don't really have to go into that scientific detail. Everyone knows that. These are the things that are on people's fingertips. Actually, I know the minimum. But I'm sure so many people know a lot more than I do about this, how it affects. So why not to stop this corruption? Why not to stop this pollution? Why not to stop this disease from spreading? Instead of stopping, we're actually encouraging it in the name of advancement, in the name of, you know, um, technical growth. Technically, we are growing, but at human level, we're dying. We think we're expanding. Unfortunately, we're shrinking. I always say that. So just think about it. If you agree with it, leave a comment. If you don't agree with it, still leave a comment. Subscribe to the channel, please. And if you have any suggestions for the channel, I will appreciate if you share that with me. Please look after yourself. You're beautiful. Life is beautiful. And we can make it so much more beautiful by doing the right things. I always say life is so, so, so beautiful.